It's never been more difficult to keep your audience watching your videos to the end. And it's also arguably never been more important, considering YouTube, Facebook, and others look at watch time when considering how frequently to show your video to people. So how do you encourage your viewers to stick around? In this video, you will learn a very simple secret that will help you do just that. I'm Logan from Music for Makers, a super cool site where you can get background music for your videos. And today, we're going to talk about the cliffhanger. It's a hallmark of Hollywood, the cause of all those Netflix binges, which I too am guilty of, and the reason you can't put down a good book. A cliffhanger occurs when a story builds up and then stops just short of the climax, leaving viewers to wonder what's going to happen. Since so many movies and TV shows use cliffhangers, I probably don't need to convince you that they work. You've likely experienced this firsthand. However, I do think it's interesting to explore why they work. And why cliffhangers work actually goes back to human psychology, specifically to a phenomenon known as the Zeigarnik effect. And the Zeigarnik effect states that we are more likely to remember tasks that we start and then do not finish than those that we do finish. This phenomenon was studied by a Russian psychologist after her professor noticed that waiters remembered unpaid orders better than those that had already been paid. When used in marketing, the Zeigarnik effect goes by another name, the curiosity gap. You're probably already familiar with the curiosity gap because sites like Upworthy and BuzzFeed have used and abused the technique in their clickbait headlines. And this strategy worked very well for a time for these websites, but now people are more skeptical because so many times they would click that headline and then the article would not deliver. So don't be like that. When you use the curiosity gap or cliffhangers in your videos, make sure you deliver. Otherwise, the technique could have the opposite effect. You'll start seeing your view counts plummet because people don't like to be duped. Okay, so how do you add cliffhangers to your videos? It's really simple. Basically, you want to hint or tease at something that is coming later on in that video. So remember when I started this video and I promised that I would tell you a simple secret that could help you boost your overall watch time of your videos? And then I went on and talked a little while before I actually told you that secret, which was the use of cliffhangers. That was a basic example of how to use a cliffhanger in your videos. Obviously, you can make it more or less complex depending on the style of video, but that's the general idea. Someone who I think does this well is Brian Dean from Backlinko. I'll link to his YouTube channel so you can see for yourself, but he actually described this technique in a recent email. He calls it open loops, but it's the same idea. You mention something to hook your viewers early on so that they'll stick around to see what it's all about. And here's the key to a compelling cliffhanger. Mention something that will benefit your viewer in some way. Because let's face it, we're all looking out for number one. And if you can convince your viewers that watching your video to the end will improve their lives in some way, you might be surprised at how many do. Well, my friend, that is my quick video marketing tip for you today. I would love to hear from you in the comments. If you can think of anyone you know who is employing cliffhangers in their videos, or if you yourself have used cliffhangers recently. As always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you get more like it. Thanks for watching to the end. I'll see you next time. When they're deciding. Seriously. It's the helicopter. Cool.